This has been a Gulf War update.
Megan, I swear, I can clear up this whole misunderstanding.
Jake, a ceiling fan was deliberately tampered with. It fell and almost killed Hunter. That's not a misunderstanding. That's attempted murder. And everyone thinks you did it.
Including you.
No, I don't know what I believe right now, okay? But if you run from the law, it's only going to make you look even more guilty.
And if I stay here, they're going to throw me in jail, and I won't get a chance to prove anything.
Look, if you're innocent, a good lawyer will keep you from going to jail. But if you run out of here, and the cops catch you, and they will sooner or later, then they really are going to throw you in jail. Is that what you want? Have you forgotten what it's like to stay in prison?
Of course not. I hated being in prison. That's why I'm going to do anything I have to make sure I don't go back.
Lucky, come on, you know that he doesn't have a chance here. You mind telling this macho friend of yours he's an idiot? Lucky, stop it! I swear, Jake, you take one more step and I'll blow this whole thing for you.
Mom, I can't stay on the phone much longer. Carlo just called and he wants me to get to the hospital to meet him immediately. No, I don't always jump when he snaps his fingers. Besides, he may have some information that I could... I've got to go. Speak to you later. Before you start to chastise me, that was my mother calling from the hospital. It appears that Tina had to go in early because she's about...
Because she went into premature labor, I know.
Yes. Well, if you excuse me, I'm going to go and visit with her.
Gabrielle, I told you yesterday I wanted you back home where you belong. You said you'd move out when Max came back from his business trip.
Yes, but Max...
I don't want any more excuses. Renee is coming home today. I want her to relax, no problems. So you, little lady, get going now.
Just sign these adoption papers and I'll be on my way.
Never.
Then you prefer to have the police waiting for you when you come out of the delivery room.
Carlo, I think you're bluffing. I think that you would rather... I think you care too much about this baby to have its mother put in jail.
Tina, it's not my first option. But you leave me very little. Now, don't make the mistake of underestimating my determination. One way or the other, I'll gain custody of my grandchild. Now, you just sign these papers or else I swear I will take...
Carlo, and what do you hold sacred enough to swear by?
Give me the papers, Victoria.
Gladly.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one night to live.
Did that make you feel better, Vicky? I'll have another set waiting for you before you go to the delivery room. Or did you think that was the only copy I had?
Go ahead, Carlo. Bring me 1,000,000 copies. I don't care, because I'm never going to sign them.
Oh, that would be a regrettable mistake, and you know it.
Why? Why, because you're going to call the cops? Go ahead and call them, Carlo. I don't care. You don't have any proof.
Oh, I saw Cord drive away with the evidence.
Cord had the car fixed. Therefore, there is no evidence. Therefore, it is your word against my word. And who's going to believe you, a criminal, against a Buchanan?
These days, it's hard to tell the difference between the two. Right, Vicky? You know Tina hit Renee and then left the scene of an accident. It won't be difficult to force the police to bring this case to court and have you come in as a key witness. After searching your conscience, are you prepared to lie on the witness stand? And what about you, Tina? Are you willing to let your sister go to jail for all of your mistakes? Are you willing to ruin her life, ruin her future,
all right,
destroy it?
Carlo, stop it.
No, I'm just pointing out all the facts of the situation.
No.
Vicky, that's all, yes.
No, you're manipulating Tina. And it won't work. Because I will not let you browbeat her into signing that child over to you. I don't care what the circumstances are.
Call it what you will. Browbeating, manipulation, truth-saying. I think I know Tina better than you do now. She will see the error of her ways. And she will sign those papers.
He's wrong, darling. He doesn't know you, and he certainly doesn't know the Buchanans. If he wants to take us all on, that's fine, too. But you must not give in to his threats.
I don't know what to do. I really don't.
You pack. I'll call a cab for you.
No, Asa, please don't go to the phone.
I won't call a cab. Fine. Enjoy the walk.
That's not exactly what I meant. Come on, Asa, let me stay until Max gets home, then I can say goodbye to him properly.
Gabrielle, since Max feels the same way I do about you, why don't you call him from your home? And if you miss him, I'll tell him you said goodbye.
What about my son? I'd like to kiss him goodbye and give him a hug. Or are you going to pass that on for me as well?
Oh, Gabrielle, you're doing it again.
What?
Pulling out all the stops, using an innocent boy to get your way. It worked yesterday, not today. No more games, no more timeouts. You pack your bag, you kiss your son goodbye, and you take a hike.
How can you be this cruel and uncaring?
Me, cruel? What about you? Have you ever given a thought to anything else in life other than yourself?
Yes, I have. To my son and to my husband, Max, who I love more than life itself.
Oh, spare the Valentine. All you care about Max is for his money.
He doesn't have any money.
Max is a Buchanan. He's on his way. It's too bad you won't be around when he collects.
I'm on the verge of losing my husband, my son, my family. And you dare to accuse me of giving two hoots about money?
I dared to do another thing, little lady. I will write a check. Any amount you name, provided you leave and never come back. Come on, honey. Tell old Asa how much it's going to cost so he never has to see that face again.
Oh, I wish Max were here right now so that he could see the Asa Buchanan in all of his glory.
I am doing this for Max. 100 grand is cheap enough for getting you out of his life for good. Name your price.
In case you've forgotten, Max didn't have a penny to his name when I married him. Neither one of us had any idea that he was the mistake that came out of your one-night stand with his mother. Oh, yes, the woman that you tossed aside like yesterday's garbage. But unfortunately for you, Asa, I'm not going to be that easy to get rid of. My love isn't for sale. So you can take that 100,000 and you can stick it in your ear.
Huh? Gabrielle, such language. I really mean it, such talk.
Jake, no, come on. I want you to go until we talk.
You don't want to talk. You just want to stall me until Rafe gets back. Who sent you down here, Hunter or Chad? Who?
Hey, Chad doesn't tell me what to do or where to go. Neither does Hunter.
Oh, so you came down here all by yourself to do what? Twist the knife that's in my back?
No, you idiot. I'm trying to keep you from twisting that knife in your own back. Believe it or not, I still care about what happens to you.
Oh, I find it real hard to believe that you care anything about what happens to me.
You know, pal, for a guy who sucker punches his best buddy, you make sometimes the silliest statements I've ever heard.
Oh,
Megan came down here because she still loves you.
No, I don't.
Yes, you did. Now, why don't you just tell him? Go ahead, just say it. Jake, I love you.
Look, I really don't need this, okay? I don't...
No. Come on. Is that why you came down here? Huh? Do you still love me?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was wondering how long it was going to take before you'd switch clothes with Lucky. Don't look so surprised, Jake. I knew something was up when you called your buddy here instead of a lawyer.
Really? No. Look. He had nothing to do with this. He wouldn't go along with the plan. I had to knock him out.
That's true, see?
Oh. All right, Lucky, yeah, we're fine. You're clean. Now you're out of here. Come on, your visit's over. Let's go.
All right.
Hey, what about Megan?
I'm going to give you two a couple of minutes alone. Then you and Lucky are going to switch clothes again so I can take you down to the courtroom for a preliminary arraignment.
All right.
All right, see you later, partner.
Let's go, move.
Not if I see you first. All right, Captain. All right, huh? Ease up.
So you didn't answer the question.
What question?
Do you still love me?
Look, I didn't come here to discuss our non-existent relationship.
Okay, all right. Just then answer this. Can you do this, please? Just tell me if you really believe deep down in your heart that I tried to kill Hunter.
I told you. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
What about most of the time?
Most of the time, I can't believe that you would ever even think of doing something like
Good.
that. And you're a lot of things, Jake. You're a liar and you're a phony, but I don't think you're a murderer.
Well, I'm glad. I think. I'm not glad for the things that you think I am, but at least you don't think that I would go out and try to kill somebody, do you?
Well, good. Now that I've soothed your ego, will you please let me leave?
No. I want to know why you wouldn't let me leave. Is it because you're afraid something would happen to me? Is that it?
I told you, I care about you.
Good. That's good, because I care about you. That's why I wanted to get out of this place, so I could protect you.
Protect me from what?
From playing into Carlo Hesser's hands.
Oh,
That's
don't start
No, don't
this
you
again.
see? This is all part of his plan. First he backs the movie, then he has Hunter con you into doing
Hunter
the thing,
didn't con me.
and then he makes sure that I'm out of the picture so he can get at you.
Oh, stop, okay? One more of these crazy ideas, and I really will scream my head off.
No, go ahead. Yell as loud as you want, because it'll prove that you're the crazy one. You want to know why? Because you're blinded by Hunter's smile. You don't even realize that you are in danger.
Tina, you have to call his bluff. All right? Now, I will continue to stand by you. I won't abandon you, neither will Renee or Cord.
But I can't ask you to perjure yourselves for me.
Let's say we volunteered.
The three most honest people in the world.
All the more reason for the court to believe us and not Carlo.
Vicky, you sound like me when I used to be trying to lie and manipulate everything to get my way.
Honey, Carlo has given us a choice. He's asking us to choose between two evils, the greater and the lesser. And to my mind, the lesser evil is perjury. The greater evil is having that man take your child away. I won't allow it.
But it's not as if I'm not going to be able to see my baby. I'm sure he's going to give me some kind of visitation, right?
Oh, Tina, how in heaven's name can you believe that he's going to show any compassion?
Carlo doesn't hate me. He really doesn't. It's just that he wants Johnny's baby. He feels like he has to have custody, or else we're going to rip the grandchild away from him. And Cord's been really hard on him, and Bo and Asa and everybody.
With good reason.
I think that if we let him feel like he's in control, then maybe his attitude will change. Well, it's possible.
Yes, it's also possible you will never, ever see this child again. Do you want to risk that?
Vicky, I just don't know what to do. I can't keep fighting anymore. He's not going to give up.
Honey, listen. Once you hold this baby in your arms, all the pain and the suffering of the past couple of months will vanish, I promise you. That little child that you gave life to will bring joy back to your heart, and it will give you the strength to go on fighting Tina, really.
Vicky, don't.
Darling, we have to give up our children all too soon as it is, when they become young adults. To give up a newborn, a baby that you love and cherish, a baby that you can take care of. It is a tragedy, and that is a bond that no one should break.
He's gonna destroy our whole family then.
Only if you let him. Then and only then will he win, Tina, and you would never forgive yourself.
Vicky, how can I forgive myself if he ends up hurting you or Cord worse than he... Look what he's already done.
We're still here. We're survivors. You don't have to worry about us. Your little baby needs your protection. What is it?
Kick me.
There. You see? My niece or nephew is telling Mom to hang in there and keep fighting. Please, Tina, please.
All right.
That's a girl.
Vicky, you're not using your cane.
No, not anymore.
That's wonderful. Whoa, that's wonderful.
Yes, it is wonderful. Tina, that's the power of positive thinking.
Vicky. I love you.
I love you too.
aren't being summoned here like one of your lackeys. Unless, of course, you've discovered a way to get Asa to back off so that I could continue to be part of the Buchanan fold.
Don't worry, I'm working on it.
And?
And when I have something to tell you, I'll tell you.
Good. Well, we're both very anxious, aren't we? Tina's about to give birth. I bet she can't wait to hold her little bundle of joy in her arms.
I hear when that happens, the mother and child become inseparable. Which is why I called you. I want you to tighten the screws I've already put onto Tina.
Oh? How?
I want you to convince her to sign the adoption papers that I've drawn up.
I could deliver your message to her. Can't guarantee how she's going to respond to it.
All I ask you is the simple favor to convey that message.
And you, in turn, will hold up your end of the bargain, right?
I told you. I'm working on it.
Good. Excuse me. I'm Mrs. Max Holden Buchanan. I'd like to see Tina Roberts, please.
I think the mayor is still in with her sister, but if you'd like, I could check.
Could you? Yes, please. Duane Demarest, Sweetwater, Texas.
Hunter, smile. You're jealous of him, aren't you?
I'm not jealous of him. I'm worried about your safety. That's what I'm worried about.
Jake, you haven't said one thing to me that would lead me to believe that my life was in danger.
All right. Where's Hunter been for the past 10 years? You don't know. He could be in cahoots with Carlo for all you know.
Look, Hunter and his lawyer got together, and they looked at all of the bank records from the film, and Carlo's name showed up nowhere.
Big deal. So he's laundering money through some dummy corporation somewhere.
Well, then Hunter and I went to Chad, and we asked him point blank whether or not Carlo had anything to do with the film.
Wait, you did what?
You heard me. He thought it was ridiculous. He almost laughed in our faces.
Wow, no kidding. I wonder why. You were stupid enough to go to him. You think he's going to admit being attached to Carlo in any way?
Fine, now I'm stupid.
No, I think you should just take the blinders off, Megan, and have some faith in me.
I should have faith in you. You, who don't even tell me that Charlotte has regained her sight.
No. Don't start with Charlotte, okay? I'm trying to save your life here.
You're not trying to save my life. You're trying to undermine my belief in Hunter, my belief in the film, and frankly, my belief in myself. And maybe, just maybe, you're trying to justify your having cut that chain to the fan.
Megan, I swear, I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, come on, I don't
All
want
right,
to hear...
folks, time's up.
Listen, I don't care what you think about me. I still love you.
Let's go, Jake.
You know she's coming home today.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I stopped by, Pa. I thought maybe there was something I could do to help. Maybe pick her up at the hospital for you.
Well, thank you, Bo. Clint has already offered.
Is something bothering you?
Did you ever chase a snake from under a rock, only to find it under another rock?
Yeah. What are you saying? You found a snake in here?
I think the snake found us.
Oh, you're talking about Gabrielle.
Yes. Bo, I thought I was finally rid of her. Like the snake I was talking about, she slithered back into our lives. See, the last thing I want is Renee upset because of Gabrielle's problems.
Well, you know, Renee, she likes to help people out with their problems.
Gabrielle's problem is she wants to be part of this family. And I am telling you, Bo, that will happen only over my dead body. I want Renee to worry about nothing but herself. And I don't want that, whatever her name is, Tina, pulling any of her pranks. I prayed to the good Lord that she has sense enough to stay in that hospital till that baby at least is born.
Yeah, well, I think that Tina, once she has Johnny D's baby, she's going to have a few more problems. Which brings me to the other reason that I came by to see you, Pa. Carlo Hesser's involved in that movie that Megan's working on.
Carlo Hesser is in the movie business?
Yeah, Jake and I found it out. Carlo is the money man. We don't know why yet, but we want to find out before something happens to Megan.
Are you afraid he might hurt Megan?
We don't know what he's up to. yet, but, you know, Carlo, whatever he gets involved in, somebody ends up getting hurt.
You're so right. Vicky, Sarah, Tina, and Megan. Bo, you just tell me what I can do to help to get rid of that scum once and for all.
Okay, I know that you've got contacts in Hollywood. I thought maybe you could make 1 or 2 calls, see if any of your friends know about Carlo's connection to this movie.
Consider that done.
Okay, great. I appreciate it. Pa?
Hey, I'll do anything for my sons. You know that.
Yeah, I do. I know that. Listen, I got to get to the studio. You call me if you find out anything, okay?
Right. Yes, sir.
Mrs. Roberts is free to see you.
Good. Thank you. God, I'm in trouble now.
What's wrong?
There's a letter on the desk for Renee.
So?
It's from Duane Demarest from Texas.
Who in the world is Duane Demarest?
She's someone who thinks she has a secret on the big... Well, actually, it's just idle gossip, really.
Oh. And there's nothing I find more delicious than a bit of idle gossip. Come on, Gabrielle, pay up.
Really, it's not worth mentioning.
Now, let me be the judge of that. Besides, it might come in handy at some time.
Well, I must say, I really do need to read that letter before Renee gets it.
So, go get it.
But the nurse is standing right there. I can't just go and take it off the desk.
My, have you taken leave of your skills? If you're in such a panic, excuse me.
Carlo.
Amanda.
Yes, Mr.
Excuse me. Can you tell me when Renee Buchanan is scheduled to be
sure.
released?
Yeah, I'll check
Thank you.
You're quite something, Carlo.
Well,
It's a get well card.
then I think we should return it, right?
She should be released in about an hour or so.
Ah, thank you very much, Amanda. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, now what's all this hysterics? And what's so important about this little secret?
Nothing at all, actually. I think you should forget about it, Carlo. I will go and talk to Tina for you. But that's it. No more favors, so don't even bother to ask me.
Hello, Carlo.
And then Rafe took Jake off for his preliminary arraignment, and I came here because I needed to talk to somebody.
Well, I love you very much, and I will certainly help you any way I can.
I know, but you have enough problems of your own. I don't need to be laying mine all over you.
Come on, Megan. My family always comes first. You know that. Now, what's wrong?
I feel like a broken jukebox. I feel like no matter what button you push, I play the same song over and over again.
Ah, it's Jake, is it?
Yes. I keep trying to get him out of my life, and he keeps coming back in. And I don't know whether to believe him now or not.
You mean about that incident with the fan? You don't really think he would deliberately hurt somebody, do you?
Well, it's a little complicated. It all started when he told me that Charlotte got her sight back.
Charlotte can see again? That's wonderful. When did that happen, in Switzerland?
No, according to Jake, it happened on Christmas Day. But she doesn't know that he's on to her.
Uh-huh. So the fewer people who know about that, the better, I would say, right? On the other hand, he only stayed with her because she was blind. What's the point in keeping up the charade?
He's trying to buy some time.
For what?
To see whether he was right, whether Carlo is in fact involved with this movie that I'm making.
Carlo has a hand in the movie?
No, I'm not sure. This is Jake's opinion. And personally, I think it's a bit far-fetched. Don't you?
I don't know. With Carlo Hesser, I think nothing is far-fetched.
Well, how much money could Carlo Hesser make off a movie
Oh,
like
honey,
this?
he may not be in this for the money.
Well, maybe Jake is just jealous of Hunter, and that's why he doesn't want me to do this movie. I just wish I knew what he wanted.
I think that you have to find out what you want first. Do you still love Jake?
Renee, are you strong enough to be up and about on your own?
I'll get the royal wheeling out when the time comes. They're processing my papers for the moment. I thought I would take a little exercise.
I'm glad to see you're up and about. And that you're feeling better. Would you like me to take you home? When you're ready, that is.
Thank you, Clint is picking me up.
Yes. I see.
I am curious about one thing.
What's that?
I heard that you brought Tina into the hospital. Is it also true that you just happened to be with her when she went into premature labor?
Would you believe me if I said yes?
Not if you were lying to me.
Yes, you'd know. You have the power to know that about me. No matter what, I would never lie to you.
Carlo.
No, Renee. All right, the truth. I knew she'd be at the airport.
Airport?
Yes. When I went after her, I had found out what she was up to, and I had to stop her from leaving town.
Oh, my God, she was running away.
Of course. And can you imagine what would have happened to her if she had gone into premature labor pains and the plane had taken off?
I am very grateful, but you don't get any medals. You've been tracking her down like an animal. When are you going to leave that woman alone?
When I get what I want, my grandchild.
But the child is Tina's.
That's my son's baby, Renee. It means everything to me. Now, when are you and the rest of the family going to understand that and accept it?
We are never going to accept the fact that you are trying to take Tina's child away from her.
Now, come on, Renee. Please. Please, don't get yourself upset. Just sit. You have to conserve your energy. I'm sorry. I'll get you some water.
I don't want any water. What I want...
Excuse me? Mrs. Buchanan?
Yes.
Here's your mail.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
To Ann Demarest. Why on earth would she be writing me?
This is like old times, isn't it, Tina?
Old times.
The two of us together again. Only, last time it was me having the baby. This time it's you. Lots of doctors around to look after you. And this isn't exactly the Argentinian jungle, is it?
Well, jungles come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, depending on which one you're trapped in at the moment.
Oh? Why are you feeling trapped? Doesn't have anything to do with Carlo, does it?
What do you know about Carlo?
Tina, come on now. Everybody in your family knows that he's obsessed with this baby. He's pacing around outside like the expectant father.
Is he still hanging around out there?
Yes.
Oh.
He said he came here to see Renee, but he's been badgering me with all sorts of questions about you. Like, how does Cord feel about the baby? How do you feel about it? Are you going to give it up? And on and on and on.
What did you say to him?
Well, I told him that whatever your decision is with your baby, it was none of his business, and that I wasn't going to interfere with your decision or your conscience. I honestly don't know how you can stand this man. He's ruthless when he wants something, and I don't think he's ever going to give up until he gets it. Am I right?